Hello students, hope you all are healthy and fine. Let's begin with our session 2 of synthetic fibers and plastic. Children, for your class 8, it's not that I'm going to take up the concepts which are limited to your textbook. I may refer some other books like NCERT because 8th standard is your basic preparation for class 9th and 10th. So let's begin with the revision of session 1. In session 1, we had discussed about fibers. What are fibers? Fiber is a thin thread of artificial or natural substance. Also, we can classify fibers, or we can say that there are two types of fiber, natural and synthetic. Natural fibers are the fibers which we get from nature. It may be plants or animals. Synthetic fibers are usually made in the laboratories. Then we have the description of the synthetic fiber. Mainly, the synthetic fibers are made up of the polymerization process. Let's see. Before studying polymerization, we should know what is monomer. The repeat unit means number 1. The repeat unit of a polymer is called its monomer. That means a single unit of a chemical substance is called monomer. Let's discuss what are polymers. When each of the monomer, that is each unit, combine to form a long chain of compound, that means it undergoes the process of polymerization, that is polymer. So monomer gets converted into a polymer by the process of polymerization. These all things already we had discussed in lesson or session 1. Let's see what are the types of synthetic fibers, because already we have discussed about natural fibers in our lower classes, that is classes 6 and 7. So let's discuss what is rayon. Rayon, or it is also called as artificial silk. Children, there is a story behind silk. Once upon a time, a queen was sitting under a mulberry tree having a cup of tea. As she was having a cup of tea, a bubble or an insect, which was a kind of weird insect, fell into her cup of tea. When she tried to remove that insect, she observed that the insect, it's not actually an insect, but it is a different kind of material or a substance, and she tried to pull away the material with the help of a spoon. As she started pulling, it came out, or it unwounded into a form of long thread. And this long thread and this stage or this long thread was silk. This was a short story of the discovery of silk, which was a pure silk which was invented or discovered in China. Now let's see, also we have the other type of silk which can be made in the industry with the help of chemicals, that is rayon. Rayon is also called as artificial silk because it has the property of silk. So rayon was the first man-made, it was the first man-made fiber from a natural base material. Rayon is prepared from cellulose. Rayon has silk-like appearance, hence it is also known as artificial silk. Rayon is mixed with cotton to make bed sheets or mixed with wool to make carpets. So this was about rayon. Let's proceed to the next fiber, nylon. Nylon is the first fully synthetic fiber. Now you will get confused, miss. You said rayon is the first fiber. Yes, rayon also is the first man-made fiber. Even nylon is also first man-made fiber. But what is the difference between it? Rayon is the first man-made fiber which has the natural base. That means it is made up of natural substances. But nylon is the first fully synthetic fiber. It is made up of only chemicals and it is prepared from coal, water and air. Nylon is very strong, elastic. Elastic means it can be pulled. Light means it is very light in weight. We say that it's very light in weight. Lustrous means it has shine and it is very easy to wash. Then we have the next property of nylon fibers. They are used, actually these are the uses. They are used for making socks, ropes, tents, belts, curtains and parachutes. Look at these brushes. The hair-like structure which is fixed onto the brushes, or we can say that they are the bristles. These bristles are made up of nylon. Let's proceed to the next fiber, polyester. Polyester is also other type of synthetic fiber which is made from ester. So ester, a single unit of ester is going. This is a monomer. It combines to form a long chain to form a polyester, a long chain compound, that is polyester. So polyester is made from ester molecules which are fruit smelling chemicals. They have a specific odor or smell like fruit. This fiber does not get wrinkled, like especially cotton clothes. At least once you wear cotton clothes, you have to iron it. Without iron, it's not possible. Like cotton, if you're going to sit on a place, even that cloth is going to get crumpled. So every time when you go for a cotton cloth, you have to see that you have to sit and iron, then only you have to wear it, then only you can wear it. But in the case of such synthetic fibers, they does not get wrinkled easily and it is easy to wash. Polyester is mixing of fibers takes place. For example, these fibers are mixed together to form new type of fibers. These fibers are also called as blended fibers. So the first fiber is polyester. Polyester, when it is mixed with cotton, it is polycot. Polyester, when it is mixed with wool, it is polywool. Terylene, it is also a type of synthetic fiber. When it is mixed with cotton, it is terrycot. So these are the blended fibers. Blended, what we do in the mixer blender, we mix all the things. Same way, when we mix two fibers, or we get a new type of synthetic fiber. PET. When you visit malls or when you go for buying plastics, you can find different type of plastic materials. PET is a polyester which is used for making bottles. Those are plastic bottles. Films, that means the thin sheets, wires and jars. Look at these bottles which we use in our day-to-day life are made up of plastics. Then we have the next fiber, that is acrylic. Acrylic is equal to, or it has the features equal to the wool. Wool is mainly obtained from sheep, as we have seen the process in class 7th. But this acrylic is very cheaper. Cheaper is nothing, but we get it is very like you don't have to spend a lot for buying an acrylic product. Acrylic fibers are used for making sweaters, shawls and blankets. Look at this picture. The sweaters which we use, the shawls which we use in winters and the blankets are mainly made up of acrylic. Not all children. We also use the woolen one. So when you go for buying woolen sweaters next time, you have to be very careful because it may be acrylic one which is very cheaper. So you should be able to identify the original one whereas the artificial one.